Is this specific? No, it's general. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, don't sit until you pray 2 rak'ahs, any 2 rak'ahs. So I can have the intention of greeting the masjid and praying Fajr prayer. Or praying Fajr prayer will be sufficient for Tahiyyat al-Masjid. The 2 sunnah rak'ahs before Fajr, for the sunnah al-Fajr, will be sufficient for the greeting in the masjid. Because greeting the masjid is a very general prayer. Any 2 rak'ahs. Any 2 rak'ahs. I, for example, fast Monday and Thursday. But in the same time, it's the 13th or the 14th of the month. That's fine. 2 intention. But I cannot have, for example, the day of Arafah, and with the intention of the day of Arafah, and in the same time it is to make up a missing day, because these 2 specifics cannot be together. Also, al-ulama said, it's very interesting, they said, Niyyatul mu'min ablagh min amali. The niyyah of the mu'min, it is greater than the actions of the believers. Why? Because the niyyah goes to the existence action and the non-existing actions. تتعلق بالمعدوم والموجود من الأعمال. What that means? Your intention can be related to the non-existent actions, and you still reward, even it's non-existing action, but you still can reward for it. يعني ممكن أن بالنية تؤجر على ما لم تعمل. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم إن لكم إخوانا بالمدينة لا تقطعون واديا. The Prophet ﷺ said, you have brothers in Medina. You're not crossing any valley or going over any mountains or downhill or uphill unless they share the reward with you. The only reason they were not with us in this journey, it is because they were sick. قال حبسهم العذر, or there is an excuse for them not to join us. They still get the ajr, of all the actions, لا listen. بدأنا 45 دقيقة 5 minutes. That's right. Okay. صح. Anyway, so حبسهم العذر, because of his excuse they did not come with us. So for example, you are sick. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, there is someone, let's say someone have the intention, say wallahi, if I have the money I will do this, and I'm sincerely saying, if I have the money, I will give for the sake of Allah. He will get the reward for it. Even if he didn't do it, if he's really sincere for it, he still be rewarded for it. And the only reason he didn't do it, because he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the means for it. He was sick, he couldn't stand up for it. He slept. He still get the reward for Qiyam al-Layl. If he had the intention to make Qiyam al-Layl, and sincere intention for it. That's why the niyyah is way greater than the actions. Why? Because in niyyah تتعلق بالموجود والمعدوم. يعني even things you didn't do it, but you have the intention to do it. If it's possible, you will get reward for it. Is that clear? Is that clear? Also, I want you to pay attention to this. That don't ever leave an action or an act of worship because you are worried about رياء. لأن العلماء يقولون عمل الشيء لغير الله رياء وترك العمل لغير الله شرك. If you do something for other than Allah, that's a form of رياء. And if you leave actions for human beings, that's a form of shirk. يعني don't ever say, I'm not going to pray. You have to pray. You said, I'm not going to do this because people are going to see me. No. Pray and do the act of worship and give the sadaqah and do this. Don't leave it because you're afraid of people or afraid of riyah. No, make sure that you do it for Allah only. And if there is something comes to you saying, oh, your intention is not pure, fight it back. But don't let this stop you from good deeds. One of the biggest trick of the shaitan, that he always come to us and let us leave so many good deeds and tell you, oh, you riyah, you making riyah, you showing off. So what you end up? Not doing it. Don't fall into this trap. Actually say أعوذ بالله and do it, and make sure that you always remind yourself إذا استوى مدح الناس وذمهم لك وكانوا سواء فأنت مخلص. If they praise you or they don't praise you is equal to you, that's a sign of sincerity. You just move on. Also, I want you to pay attention to the following. That a niyyah, intention, is different than the thoughts. Oh, big difference. Intention is different than the thoughts. The thoughts is something there is no reward for it, there is no punishment for it. Intention, you intend to do it, you're planning to do it. But thoughts is thoughts. خواطر النفس خواطر. بس احذر, be careful, because من استهان بالخطرات قادته إلى المهلكات. Whoever doesn't pay attention to the thoughts can lead to distractions if you don't control it. That's why my advice to you to think about always the thoughts come to your mind. That's different than the intention. Intention, we have the intent, you are willing, the willingness to do something for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or a'udhu billah, something evil. The intention of good deeds, you will be rewarded for it. The intention of bad deeds, you will not be held accountable for it. If you have the intention to do something bad, you will not be held accountable for it until you do it or you say it, you act upon it. Let's say somebody have intention or to do something bad, but he never did. Would be held accountable for it? No. But this can lead to something dangerous in the future. But he will not be sinning. لقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله قد عفا, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiving what people think about, what people say to themselves, unless they say or they act. طيب, I have a question for you. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال القاتل والمقتول في النار. قالوا يا رسول الله القاتل في النار عرفنا فما بال المقتول؟ قال ألم يكن حريص على قتل صاحبه؟ هل هذا الحديث يفسد علينا ما ذكرناه؟ Is this hadith where the Prophet said the killer and the one who been killed both in hellfire? The companion said, Ya Rasulullah, the killer we know why he go to hellfire, but the one who been killed, why? He said, didn't he have he was intent or he wants to kill his brother? Is this hadith contradict what I just said earlier? No. Why? Isn't here he is in hellfire because of the intention? Yes, salam alaykum, mashallah, Allah iftah alayk. It is, he did not have the intention. He acted upon the intention. He was holding the weapon. He was fighting. You see? So it's not, his sin is not the intention, it's the action that he took. But let's say, somebody have, a'udhu billah, the intention to go to Vegas, and you know what happened in Vegas. He went and he got the tickets and he went all the way to the airport. And the airport about to board, he found himself in the no-fly list. Uncle Sam prevented him from flying. He goes back. Did he commit a sin? Yes, because he acted upon the intention. Somebody thought about going, let me go to Louisiana, make some bucks maybe. I have $1,000, I would go gamble, make more money. A'udhu billah, astaghfirullah, aib alayk, it's haram. How can you say something like that? Astaghfirullah. Would he committed a sin? No, because he did not act upon this yet. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yes.
Four kinds of people: the rich, that he has money, and
very good.
How to explain this in the thought of this nation, and actually the one who has no money but you want to know.
Can we keep this for the next week because our time is very good. Inshallah, next week we will talk about. I don't know that. I don't know that. Anybody else has a point? Yes. Very good. She said, what about the verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you say whatever, anything you say or anything you think of, you will be held accountable for it. The answer for this, the Sahaba, when they heard this, they said, halakna ya Rasulullah. When they heard this verse, the Sahaba said, we are destroyed, ya Rasulullah. That's it. If we're going to hope for every thought that we have, then Allah revealed after that The next verse, رَبَّنَا لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَّسِينَا أَوْ أَخْطَأْنَا وَلَا تُحَمِّلْنَا مَا لَا طَاقَةَ لَنَا بِهِ. Allah revealed the verses after that Allah will not be held us accountable